Namaste, everyone. Welcome to the Cārvāka podcast. This is your host, Kushalmehra. So, today's podcast is going to focus about Lok Sabha and Maharashtra politics in general, with eye on Lok Sabha and many other things. And as always, to talk about it, I have with me Smita Deshmukh. Smita, how are you?
Good, yeah, Kushal. Good evening to you and your
Uh,
viewers.
and we'll get to Maharashtra politics, but Smita, I want to start with a very serious discussion, and I want to put this letter up for the screen for our viewers. First of all, I want to applaud you because you're one of the very few people who has been, non-stop talking about this issue. So you had shared this letter, Smita, on social media. This was uh, basically about the passing away of HT journalist Satish Nandgaokar and the complaint against the Hindustan Times executive editor Meena Bagel. Now, can you please explain what has happened here? Because Delhi media में तो बात नहीं हो रही है. At least this is an issue of Mumbai and Maharashtra. So, can we at least talk about it? And can you tell everybody what exactly has happened over here?
Oh, sure. So I know we are the ones who have been bringing up this case, but I'll briefly explain this to you. So Satish was the head of the Hindustan Times Mumbai editions, Navi Mumbai and Thane edition. And on that particular day, he came to work, and as the pattern allegedly moves around in HT Mumbai, he was questioned, insulted, humiliated, and he felt like there was some pain in his right arm, and he went down to the pharmacy and he collapsed there. And the glass of that pharmacy shop, it fell over him and he died. They took him to the hospital, but he died. And I remember right from that day, we have been talking about the toxic work culture in the HT Mumbai newsroom. And in the past, we've also been talking about the same editors' toxic work culture in Mumbai Mirror, which is like the city edition of the Times of India Mumbai. It's like Mumbai's best kept secret. People have been leaving, people have been insulted, abused, people have been sacked. And the HR of Times of India knew. They kept quiet for several years. The paper was doing extremely well financially also. The paper shut down, and quite expectedly, HT Mumbai hired her. And it's the same story which has been repeated. Now, it's the Mumbai Press Club, which must be more than us being applauded because they've been really fighting this case. They put out a statement first, a very standard statement, and they got criticized for that. The story goes, and this is an alleged thing, that the editor then called up the Mumbai Press Club officials and allegedly even threatened them. After which the Mumbai Press Club, really true is what a press club should be doing, they put out the entire history. I mean, her history in Mirror and her history here. And it's a horror story because in my entire career, Kushal, I've never seen, it's been the 10th day now that no action has been initiated. We only hear that legal has been talking to her, legal has been talking to the wife of Satish Nandgaokar. Satish Nandgaokar's wife has put up a extremely touching, I mean, really heart goes out to this woman, fight for justice. And the Mumbai Press Club wrote to the Editors Guild. The Editors Guild has just given a wishy-washy kind of, again, a statement, and that's where we are. Imagine an editor being allowed to continue despite there have been allegations of not one but some kind of a role in the death of two journalists working with her. There was another case, I have been told, in the past. So I don't know where we are heading, but honestly, I also feel, where are the feminists? Where are the Mombatti Walas? Where are the Bindi Brigade? I also feel, though we are in Mumbai, I mean, there's a huge media presence here also. But if this was Delhi, everything, this would have been national news. And I feel there's a tyranny of distance here, that the liberals, the feminists don't want to do this. She's a hard left liberal darling, so they don't want to touch this story. And I have tremendous faith in the Mumbai Press Club because I think they won't keep quiet. I think they're more determined, but our only hope now is the Mumbai Press Club. But isn't it ironical that somebody, imagine if there was, I was just saying, I mean, stretching this a bit, if there was a man in her place, would we also keep quiet like this? Or imagine if there was another journalist or editor in her place with a, let's say, right of the center kind of an ideology. Would this be not a story? These are questions which come to my mind. And what can we do but keep on, keeping the issue alive? Beyond that, Kushal, what can we do?
Well, first of all, I have always maintained this: justice is about individuals, not genders. And and even if I go by the left wing worldview, which is about power hierarchies, in this case, the power clearly lied with the editor, this woman that has been allegedly accused of these things. And even if I go by left wing logic, she was the privileged one. Satish Nandgaokar was not the privileged one. He was working under her. And if this kind of a toxic work environment is created, it is really heartbreaking that nobody around wants to talk about it. And it also, at the end of the day, says a lot about journalism in general in India, where journalism in India is all about Delhi and Delhi journalists. And Mumbai, despite being the financial hub of India, basically most things, whether it comes to revenue generation or things, like it or not, Mumbai has a major role in running this country. Yeah, it's a fact. And it is not because both of us are Mumbaikars we are saying this. These are just plain facts. You can check it out there. But despite that, I mean, Mumbaikars have always had this, incessant whining session that, we don't get a share of us. And it applies to every walk of life. And I actually agree with you. If this would have happened in Delhi, irrespective of the gender, it's actually more than a gender or a right wing, left wing thing. It's just that it didn't happen in Delhi. And because it didn't happen in Delhi, nobody in the national media, because the national media is concentrated in Delhi, right? It's basically, आज मुंबई में बैठ के कितने लोग होंगे आपके फाइनेंशियल बीट के hubs होंगे यहाँ पे. But major political outfits, like eventually even with a person like Arnab, right, his main thing now is Delhi centric. Otherwise he was a Mumbai channel. But then what Mahavikas Aghadi did to Arnab, during their reign, even Arnab, yeah, so Arnav also ended up going to Delhi. So your entire media is in Delhi. So Mumbai में किसी के साथ कुछ होगा, छोड़ो मुंबई. I mean, look at small cities. उनका तो कभी नाम भी नहीं आएगा. इसका तो फिर भी नाम आ गया.
No, but it is only because of the Mumbai Press Club that they put out the name. Their statement is not just an ordinary statement, Kushal. Uh, the Mumbai Press Club is run by some very, very senior, serious journalists who've been around for many, many years fighting for the causes of journalists. And the detailed statement which they put out, which I have put out on my Twitter handle, shows that they've done their homework. And what can they do? I mean, they're just waiting. They're just waiting for the HT management to act. I mean, all they could have also given a signal that perhaps suspended her till pending inquiry or whatever, but nothing. I mean, this woman is very. I think at this stage in India, risk of exaggeration, but I think she's one of the most powerful editors in India. Yeah,
Yeah,
most
it's just
powerful
sad.
editor, definitely
I
more powerful than the Delhi editors. I mean, she's holding on, man. 10 days.
I just feel terrible for the family. I mean, the
Oh my
man's
god.
family. Yeah, it's just terrible. I mean, for a family to go through the trauma of losing a near and dear one, and then I don't know what HT is going to do. I hope they do the right thing.
Of
But
course they should. Yeah.
I I I I I I don't have my hopes high. But as I had promised everyone, I will not take a lot of the time. But I think it was our moral responsibility to start the podcast, although it is about Maharashtra politics. But I think it was our moral responsibility to talk about this subject when we started the podcast. But now let's get into Maharashtra politics. So, अरे वो सब छोड़ो. What is Raj Thackrey doing in Delhi, Baba? What is he doing in Delhi?
Trip. Just a trip. I mean, I don't see anything beyond that. I mean, I'm sure everybody has been asking me from morning. And, if the BJP just saying, okay, we're listening to you, we're talking to you, but anything beyond that at this stage, I mean, at Lok Sabha, I don't think so. But definitely at the Vidhan Sabha level, because Maharashtra also the state elections in Maharashtra will be around October, November 2024. So yeah, something around that time. Because honestly, I don't see a single candidate which MNS can prop up at this stage. Of course, demand a seat. Any candidate which would have any, let's say Mumbai, even a pan Mumbai presence to demand a ticket and win. And now every seat matters, because this is a complicated one this time, because you have three parties on both sides, and I'm sure they're all fighting for that space of 48 seats. So I don't think so. I don't think so. And then I've been hearing now, you hear so many things that people are saying that there is the MNS leader Bala Nandgaokar, who's like the only lieutenant rather left with Raj Thackrey. He could contest, and I would say I don't think so. I mean, and somebody today messaged me saying, would he contest from South Mumbai? I don't think so. Bala Nandgaokar is my neighbor. He lives pretty close to where I stay. Yeah, I mean, Bala Nandgaokar has absolutely no presence in South Bombay, so forget it. And it's an important seat to win for the BJP or for the Mahayuti. So I don't think so. But maybe talks of Raj, speculation. Okay, disclaimer here, speculation. Raj could be asked to campaign. Okay, and Raj could be asked to campaign, and then some kind of a seat sharing with the state elections. That's what I would
I
say.
if I was to bet, I would bet on something like this, because I just don't see what Mr. Raj Thackeray would bring to the table in terms of getting a Lok Sabha seat. Because at the end of the day, a candidate, and see, BJP does not think in terms of my party, his party. BJP, from what I have understood, BJP through my political observation, at least the BJP of Mr. Modi and Shah, is who will win. They only go by one criteria: winnability. Now if winnability is the prime criteria, I think transfer of votes has to be considered, right, Smita? So ki party X ka vote party Y ko transfer hoga ki nahi. So I'll give you an example. Chembur madhe Deepak Nikhalje, right? Now
Yes,
he lost.
he
Deepak
lost.
Nikhalje lost. A lot of my friends who are hardcore BJP voters, they're like, ऐसा नाक पकड़ के मैंने उसको वोट तो किया, मगर मैं पूरी फैमिली को कन्विंस नहीं कर पाया.
नहीं
Because
कर
people will not vote for Deepak Nikhalje. They did not vote for Deepak Nikhalje. Hardcore BJP people. So I don't know if giving them a seat would. I could be wrong, and they could give him a seat, but I find that leap of faith too hard. So I think the most likely scenario would be Vidhan Sabha Madhe. They will give him something, like a few seats.
But Kushal, we cannot forget what was Raj Thackeray doing in 2019. Raj Thackeray in 2019 was in the, hovering around the Sharad Pawar camp. He was putting out these videos, that famous Lavare video, that we can't forget it. I mean, it's difficult for us. So the Raj Thackeray BJP romance, bromance, or whatever is complicated, because Raj Thackeray started when Modi ji came in the national limelight. Raj Thackeray was the first Thackeray to endorse Modi. I mean, he went he went to Gujarat and he spoke about the Gujarat model. Then he has been pro Modi. Then he went little anti. Then by 2019 he went totally. Some of this, all these videos are going to come up. I'm sure. Uddhav Thackeray's team, social media team, must be hunting all those videos. The videos are going to come and haunt him. 2019 onwards, again during COVID, he was like, there was wishy-washy. So, Amit Shah ji must have really, I mean, it must be just like a understanding of what he wants. So, but more than that, this complicated thing, there is no candidate with him, Kushal. And the 48 seats in Maharashtra are the second biggest. Maharashtra is the second biggest state in terms of number of seats, and we can't afford to, even if it is a one seat, it's not possible, boss. I mean, Ajit Pawar and Shinde, as even as we speak now, must be literally sitting with their charts and wondering kya hone wala hai. So out of question. But yeah, come to our fold. maybe campaign for us, but do they need the campaign? Do we? So I think the only way they could do, as we are going to watch another family battle in the Baramati Lok Sabha constituency, they could use this Thackeray versus Thackeray and, to cut out Uddhav Thackeray. That could be the, usage. But is this what we are interested in? Is that the battle people are interested in? I think the battle people are really interested in, as if you look at all the statement made by the deputy CM Devendra Fadnavis ji, is the battle we want to really see is Fadnavis versus Sharad Pawar. And this is now a litmus test of everybody who has broken, got a new symbol, new party name. All your honeymoon is over. Now is your test. We'll figure out, because the only test which has happened to everybody, including UBT and Sharad Pawar NCP, ne, but UBT, only test all these parties have done so far are the panchayat elections where the BJP swept. So
Yeah.
now the party is over. Everybody is at the grown-up stable. Now show your strength.
Yeah. So now let's talk about this seat distribution thingy. Uh, let's start with our city, Mumbai. Only two seats being declared as of now. Mumbai North was one of them, where Mr. Piyush Goyal is going to be fighting, in Mumbai Northeast, which is Ghatkopar, Mulund, and that entire area,
Mhm.
where Mihir Kotecha ji is going to be fighting on behalf of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Now, these two seats have been declared. Now, I don't even need to discuss Mumbai North, because honestly, Mumbai North में किसी को भी खड़ा कर दो, बीजेपी ही जीतती है.
Exactly.
Uh,
Exactly.
yeah. So that's actually Northeast is a bit of a, people always think that Northeast has a huge Gujarati population. It does, because of Ghatkopar East and Mulund West and some parts, but it actually has a very divergent population also. And Northeast mein, it's only in the Modi wave that BJP has kind of pulled off Northeast. Nahi to Northeast was not historically an easy seat. Now, what
Hmm.
do you make of the rest of the four seats? Like, when does Mumbai know what their candidates for the Bharatiya Janata Party or Shinde Sena are? Like, everybody is waiting. अरे ticket का declare कर ये लोग
No,
तो कुछ
because
करते ही
these are complicated. I'm sure Shinde will also not let go, because there are these rumors coming that UBT means, on the other side UBT may end up getting something like 22 seats, and if that actually happens, I think admiration for UBT team, because imagine getting so many seats, getting better number of seats than even the Congress. What is Congress? I'll come to Congress, but imagine, so Shinde will be fighting, to get seats, but it's going to be a tough fight. So let's look at Mumbai South. My gut feeling, it will be Rahul Narvekar. There is going to be a fight between Rahul Narvekar and Lodaji. I feel Rahul Narvekar, who has tremendous presence there. He has been working, and I'm sure that he has national ambitions. Um, I literally see him, in the future. Um, I mean, people may say, I see him as a speaker of Lok Sabha at some point in the future. He will be in the. I mean, he has that kind of aspirations, and the very fact that when Milind Devra came again, we started. But Milind Devra has taken the Rajya Sabha route, so I definitely see Rahul Narvekar getting the ticket if it is a battle between this thing. And of course, then we come to the Mumbai North Central. I genuinely believe that Poonam Mahajan will get the ticket. I think so.
so Mumbai.
Again, the BJP, internally BJP, we keep on hearing about internally BJP. That also is another story, but I think all common sense, Kushal, I really feel when it is so complicated in Maharashtra, because both the sides is 3-3 on this side. So whoever's sitting, if they have like a common coordination committee for tickets, that person should keep on wearing the common sense hat and the winnability factor. ये emotion नहीं चलेगा, seriously I'm telling you. So I would go, common sense will tell you not to disturb. No, it's a very complicated constituency also. And I have been hearing about Priya Dutt pretty frustrated and trying to call, trying to get close to some BJP people. I've been hearing about that
प्रिया
also.
प्रिया तो
Priya Dutt.
कांग्रेस कैसे छोड़ेगी यार? प्रिया
नहीं,
कांग्रेस
they
छोड़ेगी?
have been talking. A lot of people are talking about it. But this is a season. कुछ भी लोग. I just thought I'll tell the viewers also. I would be nowadays. You should Kushal in Maharashtra. Don't say no for
हाँ, वैसे अभी
anything.
एनसीपी भी आ गई, मतलब मैं अभी ज्यादा बोलता नहीं
तो
महाराष्ट्र के अंदर, कुछ
तो
बोलना नहीं
ये है
चाहिए ज्यादा.
the biggest thing, that the problem which is going to be, according to me, the northwest is we have a sitting MP who's Gajan Kirtikar. We have a sitting MP. So who's 80 years old? I don't see him contesting. So
His
that is
family
going to,
member is Uddhav Thackeray Sena, na? What is
and
this?
he's already going to
Family versus
contest. So,
family.
yeah, the father is with Shinde and the son is with Uddhav. So
Hmm.
father will definitely not fight against the son. But there are many stories like this across Maharashtra. Father, son, sister, brother, बहुत लफड़ा है this time. So such a Bombay thing to say, na, lafda. So I feel like, yeah. So I see the only thing will be Mumbai Northwest is the biggest thing. I feel it's a Sena seat. So if Sena, but will Sena give away South Bombay to South Mumbai to the BJP? Because
I
Shinde
doubt it.
doesn't have a candidate in South Mumbai. So the South Mumbai seat is going to go. And but of
So
course,
then,
Shinde's biggest challenge is going to be Northwest.
where will they be compensated? Because historically it's been 3-3,
नहीं, कुछ
or
और
you are
देना
assuming it will
पड़ेगा.
be 4-2.
तो वही मैं कह रही हूँ ना, ये जो 20 सीट्स अभी बीजेपी ने जो अनाउंस की, it's all safe है, और I think all 20 will win. The first seats you must have seen in the second list. So now the third list में बहुत झगड़ा चल ही रहा होगा, even as we speak. And Shinde, I know Shinde can come across, people say, some journalists suddenly make Shinde as a villain. तो उसको भी तो, he'll fight na till the end. But winnability and I always say this, common sense भी लगाओ. Winnability and common sense will be, for me, the most interesting thing would be who will stand from Shiv Sena in Northwest. Who will stand? That is the only, I mean, this. And even the another battle will be Thane, because it is, we have now a sitting MP who's with Uddhav, and Thane is where Shinde comes from. He will make Thane as according to me, a very prestige battle. Okay, so I also feel that the Thane seat should go to Shinde, because
Hmm.
it would be an interesting battle. But the BJP is trying for Thane also.
BJP is
Everybody
trying
is
for
trying for
everything.
everything. वो सब झगड़े में से, ठीक है. I mean, everybody. See, listen. This is an open. What I mean. It's everybody would like to take the opportunity. ना क्यों बोले किसी को. So, but common sense भी रखो. Don't bring somebody who's totally कहीं से कुछ connection. And Bombay में people ना, they very clear, ये हमारे एरिया का नहीं है. Like मेरा खुद का एमपी, I always feel मेरे इलाके का नहीं है. साउथ सेंट्रल भी हमने डिस्कस नहीं किया.
हाँ, वो राहुल शेवाले का क्या होगा?
मिलेगा उसको.
So
I feel he will.
which side? So he'll fight on behalf of Shinde Sena, right?
Yeah, and he'll get it. South Central. So I'll tell you where I feel. We all feel who live in South Central that even he's your MP also. What
Yeah.
we are saying. Our MP has not been around, but our MP, he has vanished. But he played a very critical role for gathering all the erstwhile Shiv Sena MPs towards Shinde. He played a very big role for the MPs in Lok Sabha to move towards Shinde. So I'm sure he'll be rewarded, and he must be anxiously waiting. Because please remember, it's a most complicated constituency. You have the Hindu colony, Shivaji Park, elite, and then you have Dharavi, and you have people like us in between. So, so I don't know. It's the most diverse, I would say, constituency in Mumbai. So I think he's going to get it. I'm eagerly waiting for Northwest, and I would say that common sense in North Central and winnability factor in Mumbai South, because it has all. Please remember, the Shiv Sena candidate of South Mumbai, Arvind Sawant, has also been an absentee MP, and he's been only winning because of the RSS workers. They ensured that till 1 week, till 10 days before 2019, he himself was very unsure whether he's winning. And I was very much in touch with two very senior election specialists from the youth of Thackeray camp. And I told, on the day of the polling, they messaged me saying, Smita, booth level pe ye log gaye, RSS, and they ensured that he won. So I think Arvind Sawant owes his entire, I would say, a national career in the Lok Sabha to Narendra Modi ji, like many of them. I don't see him anywhere near this time. But that's the story.
So let's see. It will be very interesting if BJP can get 4 seats in Mumbai from the
Hmm.
historical 3-3 setup.
Yeah.
Well, it will
Agree, agree,
be
agree. बिकॉज
interesting.
कैंडिडेट नहीं है, साउथ बॉम्बे में कैंडिडेट ही नहीं है बीजेपी, शिव शिंदे के पास. शिंदे is building the party, right?
Hmm.
So, and we can't let it go. We can't let that seat go. It's a very powerful seat,
I mean,
and it has
he could have made
traditional
Milind
alliance seat.
Devra fight, but Milind has gone to Rajya Sabha, so वो
Yeah,
कुछ
yeah,
close
yeah.
हो गया.
Milind is out of the. I think that was the deal. So Milind is anyway out of the battle. But the battle cannot. I mean, that seat cannot be left hanging because वो जो 3-3 वाला, you know. Also, within the BJP camp is that will Shinde be given the same equation, seat sharing equation which Uddhav had? Should Shinde get it? Does Shinde have, the entire, I mean, does he have enough leaders? These are all, so it's a testing time. But itna bhi experiment, I would also say, we are at the federal level. Itna bhi experimentation mat karo, you know. वैसे भी I mean, our state elections are coming. There will be so much, so many things you can coordinate around that time. This is my personal opinion now. इतना भी experiment मत करो. I see this Rahul Narvekar winning from South Mumbai. I see that.
Yeah, for people who don't know, Rahul Narvekar is the current speaker of the Maharashtra Legislative Assembly, and he's in the BJP right now, as of now.
As of now.
Yeah, because Mr. Narvekar has a
Huge
very
record.
vast history. He has been he
He's been
is
everywhere.
he's like Parabrahman. He's everywhere.
Like most of the people, viewers in Maharashtra, na. I'm sure you all are watching, and the entertainment and the stories which we have been providing to all of you nationally. Um, we should get some entertainment.
Maharashtra is just okay. Okay, so tell me how many seats in your assessment? I mean, what I've heard, I'll tell you. I think NCP is demanding 10, getting 6 or something of that sort. That's what
Five
I've
to
heard.
six. Yeah, five to
Yeah, 5
six.
to 6. So which are the 6 most likely? Baramati to ek to pakka hoga. Pawar versus Pawar family
Yeah, but
feud.
even I'm not going to speculate on these 5, 6 seats. Seriously, I'll tell you. I mean, it's going to be very difficult unless we know. But I think more than what I feel, and is that the Ajit Pawar camp is, has triggered now this Pawar versus Pawar in Baramati. And, like everybody is now focused on that particular battle. And I wonder whether what really will be happening to the NCP beyond that is a concern for a lot of people. And we know now that it's so obvious about the kind of the divide which is out there in open. I'm just and as we enter that season, it is going to be so dirty. I mean, hats off to Ajit. People who may not understand Maharashtra politics, imagine this. He has, even Shinde, it was literally like a bloodless coup. But what Ajit Pawar has done is extraordinary, actually. Little late, but my God. And Pawar will totally, I'm sure he must be getting a lot of what can you say, backlash within the family. It's a big family, huge family. So within the family, he could be, I'm sure, isolated. His particular immediate family would be isolated from the Pawar clan. um, Karyakartas are divided. Some people are there with him, so he's taking it on. And this Pawar versus Pawar battle in Baramati, it's there are family issues, there are political issues, there could be proprietorial issues. I have If this actually happens now, Kushal, this will be the seat to watch in the whole of India. That where, and I can see literally there have been allegations on Mr. Pawar, Senior Pawar, that he's concentrating too much on Baramati, because I really feel that there is too much at stake for him. If this seat goes, um, then I mean, really, what? It's not now just a seat; it's a seat of survival. This thing. So, in all that, which are the other five seats he may likely get? Let us wait. I don't really know what to speculate at this stage, but it's complicated. But about the Baramati Lok Sabha constituency and the assembly constituencies around it. So there are two assembly constituencies which are with the BJP. There are two which are now with the NCP, which is the Ajit Pawar faction. So the BJP is hovering around all the assemblies. This is, we are talking about the assembly seats of Purandar, Khadakwasla. All those constituencies. They are really, really, I would say, getting desperate. And I must tell you this one small story which people, I don't know whether people saw this. So there is a constituency, one of the assembly constituency, um, in the Lok Sabha constituency of Baramati, where Mr. Pawar recently went, actually, and this is a constituency of Bhor, and the sitting MLA of Bhor, it's a Congress MLA, Thopte, if I'm not mistaken. So Thopte's father was a big doyen of that in the area, and there was an opportunity for him to become the chief minister during the UPA regime. And as true to whose career of betrayal, that never happened. But today he had to go and seek seek greetings from the same guy. So I'm just saying that, guys, it's not easy. The BJP is literally, I would say, building like a cordon around the Baramati Lok Sabha seat, and it is the battle to watch, I'm telling you. They are going to go all out in this battle. My only personal thing is, I wish there was not a Pawar versus Pawar battle, you know, because I'll tell you something. If you see the last election, the BJP candidate there got this lady got, if I'm not mistaken, almost five and a half, over 5.5 lakh votes, and Supriya Sule got around 7 or 8. So the difference has always been over, some a lakh and a half plus. I may not know the more details. So yeah, so Kanchan Kaul, she got, if I'm not mistaken, around 5.5 lakh, 5.3 lakh votes, and Sule got 8.6. So the difference ऐसा नहीं है कि it's very this thing. So the BJP would be in a position to win this closely.
See, as far as I have understood and heard, basically तीन seats में सबसे ज़्यादा तू तू मैं हो रही है. One is Baramati, one is Madha, and one is Satara. सातारा में उदयन राजे भोसले जी के जो सपोर्टर्स हैं वो बहुत, मैंने सुना है, शोषा कर रहे हैं कि क्यों क्यों नहीं दिया जा रहा है, क्यों नहीं अनाउंस हुआ है अभी तक, क्या है ये. So Baramati तो we have covered. What do you make of Satara? Do you think the BJP will give up Satara?
I don't think so. I don't think so. But again, in the last 2 to 3 weeks, इतना सारा गॉसिप एंड इतना सारा सिचुएशन आ रहा है कि आपको पता नहीं कि क्या होगा इवेंचुअली. सो बहुत स्पेकुलेशन है यार, हम लोग बहुत स्पेकुलेट कर रहे हैं. बट आई टेल यू वन थिंग which I agree in about not just Satara or let's say South Mumbai or anything. Okay, उसमें what we have to realize that why people are saying, oh, BJ, the media narrative here is, it's so interesting that the media narrative here is कि भाई BJP is acting like a big brother, and this thing to get things, this thing. So मैं क्या करूँ उसके लिए? But the BJP, they want to win, they want to cross 40. Am I right?
Yeah. What people don't understand is, while other political parties look at these things from fiefdom perspectives,
Hmm.
BJP, once again, I want to reiterate this, it only looks at it from a winnability perspective. They don't care about fiefdoms. That you might be the most loyal BJP person, or from a BJP, royalty, where your parents and your entire family has given up their entire. Like, people still need to understand. Devendra Fadnavis was made a deputy chief minister at the drop of a hat. They didn't care. They did what they had to do, because if that meant forming the government and winning and staying in power, that's all the BJP's criteria. This current BJP, I'm not talking about historical BJP, this current BJP in its current avatar, they just care about winning, winning, and only winning. And it's very interesting. So what did you make about the choice for Pune, where the former mayor, he was a former mayor,
Yes,
right?
yes, he's the man. But it's a good choice. But I also want to say that, while people always say that the BJP has been a big power in all this situation, that why should you not get somebody young? So it's obviously that they are grooming somebody to good that to um, as a young mayor from there. But Pune. If you traditional Pune voters not very happy with the BJP. Pune is really suffering, in terms of infrastructure, in terms of Pune people feel that they have not been prioritized. There's been too much focus on Mumbai, you know. So I'm very happy if a young person like Mohol comes. He'll have to of course perform, but Pune is, and if especially what is really happening in Bangalore now in terms of infra collapse. Okay, so we can learn something. Pune should learn something from that. The entire infra as well as water crisis. Pune finally now has a an airport situation which is taken, now we've been really focused on that. But Pune over a period of time has been really suffering, you know. So
Now the
I'm
one
happy for young people to come in BJP.
Now, the one ticket that I'm very happy in this entire first list of 20 that was given is because I've studied. I have a few friends who have also worked with Sudhir Babu Mungatiwar. So I've actually
Hmm.
studied the career of Sudhir Babu Mungatiwar very closely. I'm actually very happy that he's fighting Chandrapur. I feel he's the one person who has a chance to win Chandrapur for the Bharatiya Janata Party, because they lost last time. Even in that Modi tsunami of 2019, they lost Chandrapur last time. They
Hmm.
lost it. And I'm actually very happy with the fact that Sudhir Bhau has taken this challenge, because and listen, I know Bhau, he's a minister now, he's been minister in previous. I've never met Sudhir Bhau, but I know a lot of members of his office, and I don't like to meet politicians. I just have this thing, I stay away from them. But I know a lot of things, and I like the way he did work as an environment minister also. Even at that time, that whole tiger incident had happened, and Maneka Gandhi, from Delhi, was trying to say all sorts of things. And I like the fact that Bhau stood up and he said, क्या बात कर रहे हो आप लोग यार, हमने सही काम किया. And Bhau has always stood up, and he just ticks all the boxes. He's a brilliant speaker. If you guys have not, I'm not just talking about Marathi oratory. Obviously Bhau is a great Marathi orator, but you should listen to Sudhir Babu Mungatiwar's Hindi oratory also. It's a brilliant orator. So I'm
Yeah.
actually very happy about that. But do you think Chandrapur is doable? Because it's a tough seat.
you know what is doable and what is not in this tripartite system is going to be so. I also want to say that these 20 list which came out, the first, the second list, and everybody is happy. Arey, people are saying 20 by 20. Boss, samne wale ke bhi candidates, let us see who comes out from that. My judgment here is, again, I in terms of sheer strategy, ki everybody should talk. Everybody wants to take on Sharad Pawar. All these people who have got tickets are talking like, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to see Sharad Pawar losing. Leave all that to Fadnavis to talk. तुम अपना काम करो बॉस. You talk about constituency, you talk about Modi's progress, you talk about the pitch of Prime Minister Modi for Maharashtra. Okay, so you talk about work, but don't do this loose talk, because we saw last time, in the last 2 weeks, anything can happen in Maharashtra, anything. Okay. And though I laugh at it, that's why I don't want to go to specifics of a candidate, because sometimes, what happens, that I'll tell you the narrative which is building here, that the bravest person today who's taking on Narendra Modi is Uddhav Thackeray. He's the brave person. He's like the Masiha now of the minorities. So that is something which is like, this thing. And he has decided to take on Narendra Modi. He will be the face of this campaign. Surprisingly, to see Sharad Pawar, in a little bit of a backseat. But Kushal, why are we not talking about Congress in Maharashtra? What do you
अरे
think is the
करेंगे.
state of Congress?
मतलब नहीं आई मीन आई जस्ट फील बैड फॉर नाना पटोले एट टाइम्स. ऐसे लाइक यार वो उनका तो मतलब क्या हो गया उनका, व्हाट इज ही डूइंग?
Nothing. Nothing. And even these meetings, he allows at the center. You are the only party which has allegedly not broken vertical into two. Yes, people have been leaving your party. Okay. So that is one part. People have been leaving your party, I understand. But you are the only party which has remained intact. You are perhaps dealing with two alliance partners who are at their weakest. Sharad Pawar NCP is at its weakest. Okay. UBT में भी bravado दिखा रहे होंगे, but UBT finally कोंकण मुंबई ठाणे, beyond that क्या means, वो क्या दिखाएंगे? So why there has been no leadership, while that he came to Mumbai and did the this whole walk and Dharavi and all. I'm going to come to that also. But why, isn't it surprising that, and actually when he left, Ashok Taman spoke about it, that what about the structure of the party in Maharashtra? They surely have, and I think, is it going to be a debacle in Lok Sabha for them to understand that they are the biggest party in the alliance, in the opposition today, but they just don't want to sit on that chair. They allow that chair to be given to Sanjay Raut. Sanjay Raut is dictating, everything. Sanjay Raut and his brother put up hoardings to say, "Welcome India's national leader, Rahul Gandhi, to Mumbai."
did you see
Wasn't your
that video?
national leader
Did you see,
Uddhav Thackeray? ये
did
क्या
you
हो
see that?
रहा है?
Did you see that WhatsApp forward of Rahul Gandhi going through Mulund or somewhere and people
Yeah.
shouting in Marathi? That was the
But who told
funniest.
him to go to Mulund and Ghatkopar?
It was
Even
so
if
good.
those people put them like, shut their eyes, and they will know where to put that in the EVM. Somehow those people will figure out Kamal kidhar hai. काय को उधर मरने को गया? Who are these people who plan their visits here?
I saw a placard. I had gone for dinner a the day Rahul Gandhi had come. I was having dinner in Mulund in the evening. I saw
Really?
I saw a big poster of Rahul Gandhi and Sanjay Raut like this. I just started cracking up. But okay, you went to the rally also. So tell us about the rally. How was the rally? कैसा लगा देख के उद्धव ठाकरे को with Rahul Gandhi on the podium?
So actually, I didn't go to the rally. I watched the rally from a friend. I'm born, brought up in that area. So सुना मैंने, and I was thinking, because I was diametrically opposite to Raj Thackrey's balcony. I'm sure he must be listening. Um, so I would say decent crowd, um, but not the traditional Shiv Sena crowd. Number one, lot of LGBT activists. समझ में नहीं आया. The LGBT activists, they समझ में नहीं, because the decriminalization of Section 377 happened, and it was the Modi government which took initiative in that. So why the LGBT people, their obsession? But LGBT, I want to say this, and they have every right to. They really support Rahul Gandhi and Aditya Thackeray. The LGBT people are completely like enamored with both of them. So they were there with their flags and their slogans. A whole lot of people who were, who got cheers a lot. Okay, I'm going to give you one guess. Who got a lot of cheers?
I'm
क्या
hoping
लगता है?
Uddhav Thackeray did.
No. तेजस्वी यादव.
Tejasvi Yadav.
या बहुत अच्छा भाषण किया उसने, बट कोई कहीं दिखाई नहीं दिया. तेजस्वी यादव वाज अ हिट. पता नहीं वहां से आए होंगे बिहारी, मुंबई के आते हैं ना बीच बीच में देखने को क्या हो रहा है उनके यहाँ से. So that was Sharad Pawar's speech was apparently, as it happens, when he speaks, बिजली गिरती. कुछ सुनाई नहीं दिया ठीक से, but maybe where I was I couldn't hear. Uddhav Thackeray did. He called everybody, because I remember, and even see, forget, even as somebody who's grown up there, and my first big like political assignment when I was in Times of India was the 1995 state elections, where the BJP Shiv Sena won, and the swearing in of the late Manohar Joshi was at Shivaji Park. And you should have seen Bal Thackre's. Bal Thackeray has given some extraordinary speeches. Of course, attacking and literally destroying the Congress there. And he would start his speech by saying, in Marathi, and I'll explain it, जमलेल्या माझ्या सगळ्या हिंदू भगिनींनो आणि बांधवांनो, means hello to all of my Hindu brothers and sisters. So this time, instead of saying Hindu brothers and sisters, he says जमलेल्या माझ्या सगळ्या देश, all my देश भक्ts. He didn't use the word Hindu, because Indie alliance में शायद allegedly Hindu word नहीं use कर सकते. So he copped out from there. But Uddhav's speech was very short. I think they were all, maybe the whole event people must have told them that Rahul ji has to do the end. Incidentally, in the BJP Shiv Sena Dasera rally, which you must have seen all our lives if we are in Mumbai, Advani ji would speak second last, but Thackeray would speak the last. Okay, in the alliance, that was the respect given. The highest national leadership of the BJP always gave that respect to Balasaheb Thackeray in the Dasera rally, in all the rallies. But here it is always that Rahul Gandhi, and the second last speech was Uddhav Thackeray, minus the Hindu. No, nothing about Hindus. So that is what I'm saying. That the Congress, the Patole made some speech. I mean, I don't even know. I couldn't hear much.
So,
But
so, so did
whatever
Rahul
it is,
Gandhi speak?
decent, thoda decent crowd.
But
मजा
did
नहीं आया.
Rahul Gandhi's speech, did it get a pop or something? I mean, did he speak?
I think the second row was very nervous with that Shakti thing. Second row was feeling like ये क्या बोल दिया, But कौन बोलेगा ना? बोल तो दिया, बोल दिया तो बोल दिया, that way. And to say कि मैंने ऐसा बोला. You can't now, after a live telecast like this, so many people watching, journalists been there, and live telecast everywhere. But good for, yeah. So the media is propping it up. But I always say this to all journalists that वैसे तो राज ठाकरे को भी देखने के लिए लोग आते हैं यार मुंबई में. End result कुछ नहीं होता in terms of numbers. So I'm not going to go by this numbers, but a decent crowd, incidentally, and the presence of lot of India Alliance leaders. Farooq Abdullah ji was there. Stalin was there. Tejasvi Yadav was there. Incidentally, our Raj Babbar is trying very hard. to resurrect his political career. पता नहीं यार मिल सकता है ticket. I mean, you never know.
Hmm.
So lot of
I
opportunity है, सब लोग आएंगे यार. And I also feel it's महाराष्ट्र में ना कुछ भी कोई भी आ सकता. We,
but
I saw in my career the great Ram Naik ji being dethroned by Govinda. Guys, बॉम्बे नॉर्थ में ऐसे भी हुआ था एक जमाने में.
yeah.
बॉलीवुड के लोग भी आते हैं. 2019 में कितने लोग. वेयर इज उर्मिला मातोंडकर, किधर है वो सब, कहाँ गए वो कांग्रेस के बॉलीवुड. ओनली स्वरा भास्कर जी वाज देयर,
Yeah,
नोबडी एल्स.
you. What do you make? Anuradha Podwal, will she fight from Maharashtra?
नहीं हो
You don't think?
सकता. लेट देम ऑल एंटर, बट इट विल बी नाउ. महाराष्ट्र में
काय
कुछ भी
मुंबई मध्ये अनुराधा
नो.
Podwal.
बट हाउ या.
I mean, when she's joined BJP, man, where is she going to fight from?
नहीं, but अभी वो, do you really believe? No, I'm asking you. But of course, Maharashtra is a different case, so वो अलग ही रखो. But do you think now वो होगा, especially for Bollywood, कि you enter BJP or what and you get a ticket? वो कांग्रेस में, कांग्रेस experimented a
The
lot in
names
20.
I've heard. The names I heard.
Oh, I hear names every two minutes. I said, अच्छा कोई मिल
I've
जाए
heard Madhuri
तो
Dixit, Nana
exactly.
Patekar.
No,
I
Nana
mean,
Patekar, please, I'll tell you something. I'm a huge Nana Patekar fan. I mean, first of all. But Nana Patekar keeps on changing. Then first he was totally tried to insult and, at when he tried to be a moderator in one of the event and he tried to insult Shinde as well as this thing. Then his movie came and then he suddenly became pro Modi. And now suddenly he's gone back. So वो Bollywood के साथ है वो सब. But the main Bollywood brigade has stayed away from. I would be surprised if they come out for campaigning, but for all they may campaign for. I'll tell you one thing which I want to see nationally this time. Nothing to do with Mumbai or Maharashtra. I want to see whether major Bollywood stars come out openly to campaign for Modi. Let's watch this.
hmm.
Let's watch
Okay. So
this. I mean, and when
some
I say major, means I'm not talking about Akshay Kumar and all. I'm talking about the big stars.
okay.
Let's see.
So I'll
Let's
ask
see.
you this question this viewer has asked because it's kind of in connection. Smita Tai, is it true that UBT controls most Sena shakhas outside Thane and Sambhaji Nagar? Does that complicate things for Vidhan Sabha election at least?
Not at all,
Forget.
not at all. But I know, is it Rutuj? I know from where
Yeah.
this question is coming, because this is a question, this is a narrative which is being built. And we are going to come to that municipal corporation now. That question I'll
Yeah.
explain. But
Yeah.
that is where this narrative is coming. Rutuj, so no, I don't think so. I don't think so.
So no,
I
so now I
disagree.
want to talk about something that has frustrated me as a citizen of Mumbai, as a citizen of India, Maharashtra first, then it is irritating. Why is no municipal election happening in this great state of Maharashtra? As of now, I think 27 municipal corporations are,
All of them
all of
have
them,
administrators.
and they are in a limbo. I'm like, यार कुछ तो शर्म करो यार. मतलब क्या मतलब, कोई will of the people कुछ matter ही नहीं करती है. बस चालू है सबका. Babus are running the freaking city, and
Yes, it's.
nobody wants to talk about it. How the hell is this
No,
gonna
but
be?
it's a double-edged sword. यहाँ तो एक Supreme Court का वो that OBC reservation quota, and
Yeah.
Supreme Court is saying वो नहीं हो सकता. फिर the Supreme Court, if my memory serves right, which is difficult nowadays, some three tier test. You form a commission. फिर ये हो गया वो हो गया, and then they formed MBA formed a commission. They went, then Shinde said kuch. Then MBA did something. We have forgotten that, no, in all this. MBA tried to do delimitation. They want, Mumbai mein, they want 227 say some 238 seats. They want to rearrange everything. So when Shinde came, he bought an ordinance and removed it. So we are in a limbo. But I completely agree with this, that it's been over now. It will be 3 years.
Hmm?
2020. So Mumbai went to civic polls, was the last civic polls 2017. Okay, जिसकी 2022 में it was supposed to 2017 means 2022. 2021 22 में this thing. So it's been over 2 years, third year ये होगा that we don't have polls. But I tell you the narrative which has been also built, and sometimes I feel that the BJP and Sena, Shinde, they fall to that because वही आपको सुनाई दे रहा है. उद्धव जी का बहुत कंट्रोल है मुंबई पे. अभी भी people are with him, and the BJP Shiv Sena is not very sure about them. ये बहुत बड़ा narrative. इतना आप if you look at the TV channels now, you think that they are ruling Mumbai even now. So that is what I'm saying. So I won't be surprised that the civic elections of Mumbai and the state elections, the civic elections of all the 27 corporations, and we are sitting in a big city and we are talking about this, but imagine in smaller, smaller corporations, this is terrible. This doesn't give a very good sign of a progressive state. I hope this deadlock is removed and we have elections. I see BJP, Shinde, and now NCP sweeping all the elections, especially BJP and Shinde. I'm not talking about NCP much. So they'll do well. And Mumbai, and if they are going to restructure Mumbai corporation, the richest corporation in the whole world, according to me, with crores and all, they should. I also feel that they should appoint. I'm not saying a active mayor with executive powers, but they should also appoint somebody to coordinate all these multiple agencies which are doing so much infra work. And they should do the same thing in other cities also. Why only Mumbai? Why not Pune? Why not Nashik? Why not other big, the cities? They also need somebody at the state level to coordinate all. Like there could be a metro project, there could be another project happening. So we need that kind of a change, because the moment you say mayor with executive powers, then the whole narrative will be, oh, they want to break Mumbai with Maharashtra. I have been hearing this for the last like so many years. So wo bhi hoga, but it's not a good sign. This is something we expect the government to really look into.
Yeah, Mumbai and Maharashtra are inseparable, and
Yes.
everybody who thinks Mumbai and Maharashtra cannot be the same, just look at Gokhale Bridge. That's all I can say.
ये
The-
कैसे हुआ?
कैसे हुआ
ऊपर नीचे,
उसको तोड़ने के बाद वापस बनाया फिर।
एक नीचे और एक ऊपर आ गया. वो ये वालों से बात नहीं किया क्या?
Which the left hand does not know what the right hand is doing. You know why they did it? I think they
हम
believe in.
एक जगह कोस्टल रोड, इंडिया फर्स्ट सी टनल है हमारे पास, और फिर ये ऊपर नीचे हो गया.
Nothing makes sense anymore to me. When I actually, the best part about the entire Gokhale Bridge saga has been that there are so many memes and jokes that have come out of it on
No, it's
Instagram.
national. My nephew in the United States is sending me Gokhale Bridge. I said, तेरे पास कैसे आ गए? He said, फिर रहा है ये memes, सब जगह फिर रहे हैं ये memes. I said, yeah, we are not very good in this. We are not. We of course there's an infra boom. In my lifetime, first of all, I never thought the Atal Setu means the Trans Harbour link will open, because first the delay, and then I don't know whether people remember in the 2004-5, if my memory serves me right, again a tough job. Both the Ambani brothers had bidded for it.
Yeah.
And then I remember the PWD minister, again, if my memory serves me right, was Anil Deshmukh, and he said, "Oh my God, we don't want to get involved. Isko do to ye बुरा मान जाएगा, उसको do to वो cancel ही कर दिया project, rebidded again." So we are very very historic. Then of course our Varli Badra ceiling again, environmentalist came, and this thing metro to almost हमारा honestly जा ही चुका था. The environmentalists were all over. All these posh environmentalists with their gas guzzling SUVs were saying that, oh my God, this is terrible. So, and of course saying this starting off. No wonder I think the prime minister also, took a dig at the environmentalists nowadays. This thing. So it's a miracle, but we also have to get the basics done once the elections happen. Mumbai needs to. I always say this: can we reclaim our footpaths, and can we stop all this construction for a while? Seriously, bus ho gaya yaar. I mean, so we have to also get many things right. We did this thing. It's going to be a very big challenge. In fact, I would say that besides what he promised, Fadnavis, that he always said that you can take the insults in politics, but never forget the betrayal. And he took that. He took them head on. But I think one of his biggest challenge, if he's talking about Maharashtra and $1 trillion economy, GDP or whatever, Maharashtra is going to be Mumbai. How they will get their act together. And again, I'm not saying only Mumbai. What about Pune? What about Nasik? What about other cities? And get their act together. To move and get the big names coming to Maharashtra, because of course the narrative is everything is going to Gujarat. Now everybody is
Yeah.
going to Gujarat and everything is going to Gujarat, because that is going to be his. I see the
Ye-
three plans.
that
Everything going
also
to
is not entirely true. Might be a few, things that catch the eye of the media go to Gujarat, but at the end of the day, listen, Maharashtra is the most industrialized state of India,
absolutely, yeah.
along with Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu is also, people forget, a very industrialized state with very high quality human capital in terms of industrial hiring and stuff like that. So a lot of these high end industries do end up coming in either Tamil Nadu or Maharashtra. There is a lot of you know peripheral infrastructure that helps. I'm not denying Gujarat its share. I think Gujarat has done a fantastic job. What Gujarat has really taken away from Maharashtra in a big way is actually the textile industry. People don't realize how big textiles was in Maharashtra, and that actually has gone lock, stock, and
Even
barrel
the
to
diamond,
Gujarat.
even the diamond
Even the
industry.
diamond, they have,
That
but
has really hurt. That has hurt
yeah.
this thing. But I also want to say that uh, Gujaratis versus Maharashtrians is going to be a war cry in the next couple of weeks, because that is going to be the agenda of the fight here in Mumbai. But the Gujaratis of Mumbai and the Maharashtrians of Mumbai and the MMR region, they're too smart to fall for it. So I don't see
Mhm.
this, because I remember Piyush Goyal ji, he tweeted in English, he tweeted in Marathi, and then he tweeted in Gujarati. But that Gujarati tweet was spread all over. The Maratha agitation, will be part of, it will be a very big this thing. But
Yeah, so what do you
it's
make
not,
of that? What do you make of that? Will it have any impact in your opinion?
of course, they will. I mean, it is a very crucial factor here. And I'll tell you something. I always say this, that, instead of just talking about the BJP candidates, let us look at the candidates Sharad Pawar puts up, because I I know that he wants to bring this. So there was a very big Maratha agitation leader called Vinayak Mete. Remember in 2022 he died in a road accident on the Mumbai Pune Expressway. He's a very big. Vinayak Mehta was a big name, Shiva Pratishthan, if I'm not correct, if I'm right. And his wife, I mean, he's ex BJP, ex NCP before he went on his own. His wife wants to come, he's from Bid. His wife wants to join Sharad Pawar, and she may stand against Pankaja Munde. Okay.
Mm.
So Pankaja Munde ko tough. If this actually happens, see, he won't. I always say this, till the last vote is casted, nothing, you do not say anything in Maharashtra. I'm telling you. बहुत टाइम है everybody. मुझे क्या लगता है ना, there's a this is what I told my sister the other day. It's like a chess board है. यहाँ फडणवीस है, यहाँ शरद पवार है. देख रहे हैं कौन पहले, पहले तू अनाउंस कर, पहले आई विल अनाउंस. देख रहे हैं लास्ट मिनट तक. बॉस, वी बीन वाचिंग दिस फॉर over 40 years. Don't relax and say हमारा 40 plus कुछ नहीं. If you ask me, no. Never believe that, कि end result tak. These people are astute professional politicians. They won't let go. They won't let go till the last day. Take it from me. There was a there were rains in the last election, and things changed, in favor
Mm.
of Mr. Pawar. You remember the Maharashtra 2019 elections, state elections. There was rains, you know, and he was giving a speech in the rains. and then everything turned. अच्छा,
Yeah,
मई में तो रेन्स वेन्स होने वाले नहीं है, बट पता नहीं यार, कभी भी बारिश हो सकती है, कहीं भी
yeah,
आ
वो क्लाउड
सकती है.
सीडिंग करेंगे.
Exactly. So, and this is a complicated one from both sides. It's not just from the BJP, Shinde and all. And Shinde also has to prove, no, his. This is that's what I'm saying. It's the BJP is it's like one step ahead. They've announced their, most of the people, if you see the second list, are sitting MPs, except of course bringing Piyush here. Though Gopal
So
Shetty was a is a good
they
candidate.
replaced
I
जळगाव
really
ना.
like Gopal Shetty.
जळगाव मध्ये Umesh Patil is replaced by Smita Bagh.
Yes.
Anup Dhotre replaced his father in Akola,
Father,
Sanjay.
yes. Bharti Pawar also in Nashik, right? So
Yeah,
it is a reserved seat also, no, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, I think
And
so. I
Sanjay
think
Kaka
so.
Patil is in Sangli.
Yeah,
Sure shot. Sure
yeah.
shot.
Gadkari ji
Gadkari, sure
got
shot. And
Nagpur.
even Kapil Patil in Bhivandi, it is also
Yeah,
reserved, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah,
There are
and
many
Kapil
sure
Patil.
shots with this.
Yeah,
And
so
Sujay,
Kapil.
no? Sujay is from Nagar. Vikhe
Yeah,
Patil,
I think
Sujay
so.
Vikhe Patil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Nagar.
yeah, yeah. So, I mean, as far as that is concerned, I think see they knew these 20 seats that were kind of they were sure about. Um, so they went with those. But uh, one last question before we walk out. The more they delay, don't you think it creates problem for the person fighting there, because then they get less time to organize ground support,
No, the
because
ground support will always be the RSS BJP workers, and of course the Shiva Sena BJP workers anyway have a history of working together. ये अजित पवार का ग्रुप को लाना पड़ेगा to work together is going to be a little tough. But some of the Ajit Pawar close, can this thing have been closely working. I'm only worried about Ajit Pawar as a as a leader. It must be maybe he's really been like totally sidelined, and in the family there's a tremendous family. Imagine you could be a big success and family में इतना लफड़ा चल रहा होगा. My only thing is, and I hope it doesn't happen, that I have seen this and I wonder whether this is happening in the Pawar family, but I have actually seen this as a journalist. When Raj Thackrey split from Shiv Sena, once we were all chasing him for an interview, and I was that time in a paper called the DNA, and he called me, and he called the city editor of Times of India. He gave us the interview that he's leaving now, and he's announcing it that he's leaving. And when I was leaving from his house, one person who was sitting there, and I tried to, like, I was having like a small talk, and that there was a person sitting there, and he, like, through his eyes indicated me like, don't talk here. I was like, hey, what happened? So when I came down, this guy from his one of this person in his house who came near my car, and so I said, why did you say that? He said, this man, no, he's Uddhav's man. So there was a situation, I'm not exaggerating, guys. There was a situation that some of his guys used to be in that house, and some of those people were in his house. So everybody knew everything what is happening, and they were all part of the Shiv Sena ecosystem. Of kisko bologe ki ja yahan se. I wonder whether the same thing is happening between Supriya Sule family, Pawar family, and Ajit Pawar family. There'll be so many of these NCP. Abhi tu kaun si NCP ka hai. And I'm sure they must be knowing everything about each other. They know, boss. They know. When I used to meet, when I went for the MNS press conference at Dadar, I was within 2 hours, we used to get a call from Shiv Sena saying that why you all went for that press conference. I mean,
Hmm.
I just stepped out and they would know. So they would have people on both sides. And I'm sure that's the same thing happening with Supriya Sule and Ajit Pawar. And I just hope that one fine day, that whole, the fight should not come to that level. Please, God, save us. Uh, I mean, there should be some element grace and public, public conduct. अभी तक तो हुआ नहीं है, but पता नहीं, I
अरे,
mean, what will happen.
अशोक
But I
चव्हाण भी आ
really
गए यार
whatever is
भाजपा में.
happening with the Thackeray's, yes.
नो नो, मैं कह रहा हूँ अशोक चव्हाण भी आ गए अभी भाजपा में. कुछ
Oh
अभी
my
अभी
God.
देर आर नो बार्स.
क्या ना अभी कैसे होगा ना ये सब.
ऐसे ही है, ये
Have
ऐसे
we
ही है.
forgotten? Have we forgotten that entire story? That building, everything we forgot.
Nobody cares. Apparently, nobody cares anymore, and this is the sad part. And this is what bothers me. I mean, the Maharashtra politics and the stand. You know, I would like. Okay, we still not reach Bihar levels in terms of
नहीं, हम
rubbish.
लोग
Like imagine.
sophisticated है ना, तो हम लोग थोड़ा
No,
sophisticated
no, but
ways.
imagine. I mean, I was trolled as if I said that on the podcast, but Vinod Tawde ji came on my podcast and he had said, when I asked him, I was like, आप लोग बोलते हो नीतीश कुमार जी के साथ नहीं करोगे, आप लोग पलटी मारते हो. And he said, नहीं, 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 नहीं. And
And
उसके
then,
तो उसके बाद में देखो ना क्या हुआ. And now they have seat sharing. I was like, ठीक है, we have not reached that level of confusion in Maharashtra, but honestly, now Maharashtra is giving Bihar politics a run for its money now. Like, अरे तुम्ही थांबा. We are here. I was like, what nonsense. Ashok Chavan has come in and every. अरे वो छोड़ना यार, वो क्या वो कृपा शंकर, उसको तो टिकट भी उधर से दिया ना. हाय 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 हाय. मतलब people of Mumbai know who this guy is. People of Mumbai know. And but ठीक
you
है.
know, when they call you, no, the other fear I have, they call you for, I mean, I'm not that I go for everything. कौन किसके साथ कौन हमारा फोटो भी लेगा. We are nobodies, we are journalists or media professionals. You know, people, I'll tell you, whenever people now meet, no, election season है, सब लोग थोड़े पीछे ही रहते हैं. बॉस फोटो नहीं चाहिए इसके साथ. You don't know ये क्या हो रहा है. At one very recent event, सब लोग पीछे बैठे थे, and the organizer from Shinde saying, "अरे come in the look at." हम यही ठीक है. This is not a good sign. Maybe this is like a, you know, जीतना तो है, मोदी जी को जितवाना है 400 बार, बट ये बहुत बहुत टफ है यार ये सब.
No,
कौन
no, no.
किसका दोस्त
There
और
is no
बहुत हमारा
justification for.
बहुत.
There is no justification. You just can't use the argument of political compulsion, winnability. I mean, come on, there is just no answer. Would I still vote for the BJP? Obviously, it's like beggars can't be choosers, man. But to say
Yeah,
and to
and you
come
know,
up
for
with
me,
arguments for this is ridiculous.
the personally for me, the resurrection of Uddhav Thackeray, people like there were these two foreign journalists who were talking about, oh my God, Uddhav Thackeray. I was like, really? I mean, Thackeray's, you were like, you have called fascist, fascist, fascist till October first week 2019, fascist tha. Abhi, abhi, that's what I'm saying. The liberal media's cheerleader and the face here is UT. ये भी आ गया हमारी लाइफ में. ये भी एक बड़ा दिन. बाल ठाकरे. I remember once, and I think we could end with it once in one of this rare thing in my discussion with Bal Thackeray. I asked him, why you started this newspaper? ये क्या है आपको, तुम्हारा क्या है यार, तुम्हारा करायचं है. So suddenly he says, what do you mean, Deshmukh? I said, so just to know why you started a newspaper. So what, we should come on page 7 and 9 in Times of India all our lives? I said, because even in the media we were saying, hey, anyway, तुम्हारा story तो अंदर आने वाला है कुछ this thing. Seriously. So he said, मेरे paper में I will be on the front page. So he craved for that, you know, they wanted the validation of the liberal press. और हो गया. Now Uddhav Thackeray is hot property in the liberal lefty media.
Yeah, but I think the best way to end this is somebody in the live stream has said, मुंबई के लोग कंफ्यूज हो जाएंगे कि कौन सा कैंडिडेट किस पार्टी से लड़ रहा है.
भैया मनोज दास कंफ्यूज है, हम लोग है भी कंफ्यूज. कौन किधर है अभी भी, कौन किसको खींच रहा है. और इतना इतना बाजार, रात को 12 बजे तक लोग मैसेज करते रहे, पूनम महाजन नहीं आएगी, इसको ये पसंद नहीं है. भैया जल्दी अनाउंस करो. और बट आई ऑल्सो वांट टू से दिस थिंग कि ये अगर अनाउंस भी नहीं हो रहा है ना मनोज, इसमें आई डेफिनेटली सब लोग पहले आप 100% NCP Sharad Pawar is not going to announce his candidates till the Mahayuti announces their candidate. Take it from me.
Yeah. Well,
And no,
it is.
see, remember one thing to everybody who said, hey, 40, ये 40 plus की तालियां मत बजाओ. एंड तक एटलीस्ट आई एम गोइंग टू से एंड तक मेरे को जिस 20th को भी जब लोग हम लोग डालेंगे वोट, जब लोग सब लोग आएंगे एंड वी आर इन द मिडल ऑफ द, आई वाज जस्ट टेलिंग अबाउट माय एक्सपीरियंस विद दिस ऑल दिस सोबो people yesterday. They are all in UK and Florence and USA and all that. I said, but what about voting? We will see, Smita. I said, इधर postal ballot नहीं है इंडिया में, सबको जाना पड़ता है. Don't talk about. We are all in Florence. We are all in UK. तो ये आधे लोग तो ऐसे ही गुम हो जाएंगे, to vote this thing.
Yeah.
So last minute तक he won't. Mr. Sharpar, whatever it is, for me, I look at it in a little negative way, but he'll never give up. He'll never give up, guys. We have been following it for over 40 years. So he'll never give up till the last vote is. किसी को पता था ऐसी बारिश आएगी और ऐसी बारिश में खड़े रह के एक फोटो आएगा, लोग बोले अरे देखो, हाँ, ऐसा 80 साल का आदमी खड़ा है महाराष्ट्र के लिए और पलट गया फांसा. I would say for the country, not promoting Modi ji, for the country, please everybody be here and vote. At least those in Maharashtra, please
Yeah.
vote.
I think this NRI supporters of Uddhav Thackeray and all the left liberal class, they remind me of only one parallel that I have found. They are the Yuthia NRIs, Imran Khan supporters outside Pakistan.
No,
They
but he
have,
has a very good PR. That lady, you remember? That lady who was doing his PR during MBA. I won't be surprised if Aditya gets his Bollywood gang. Boss, Bollywood वाले तो वैसे भी उस टाइम पे तो कुछ काम होता नहीं है बिकॉज आईपीएल की वजह से तो कोई मूवी रिलीज नहीं होती ना. बॉलीवुड वाले आ सकते हैं आदित्य ठाकरे के लिए. And he has very good PR. So look at some of the stories now of Uddhav's this thing which appear. कुछ भी हो सकता है भैया. कल 20 तारीख है, हमको 20 एटलीस्ट मुंबई वोट्स ऑन May 20.
Yeah, May 20. So, and I think ये सारे फॉर्म सबमिशन ये महीने में करने हैं ना कैंडिडेचर के.
हाँ, बहुत सारे दिस थिंग.
Yeah,
और
so
सबको फिर बाहर निकलना पड़ेगा धूप में.
अच्छा है नहीं सब लोगों को तो अरे
मजा
इतना तो
आएगी.
पॉलिटिशियंस पैसा बनाते हैं बाद में
ऑफ
तो कम से
कोर्स,
कम
ऑफ कोर्स.
धूप में निकलो
बॉलीवुड
धूप में
आएगा.
निकलो.
आई फील फॉर आदित्य ठाकरे दिल्ली बॉलीवुड विल कम.
वेरी गुड. बॉलीवुड आएगा. फिर जो आदित्य ठाकरे के लिए आया है उसकी ऐसे लिस्ट बनाई जाएगी.
हाँ, 100%, 100.
तो
हमारे
बहुत
यहाँ
मजा आएगा.
ड्रामा कम है. हम तो इतना मटेरियल देंगे, देखो अभी सिर्फ
Yeah, it's
5-6 दिन रुको, फिर ऐसा हमारे यहाँ से मटेरियल आएगा ना.
yeah. It's
मजा
going to
आएगा.
be a lot of fun. I look forward to all the chaos of Maharashtra. The Maharashtra voting is in two phases. First phase is in April, and the second phase is going to be on the 20th of May, as Smita has mentioned. But to everybody who is you know who is living in Maharashtra and has his voting in Maharashtra, please do go and vote. And Smita, it's always a pleasure to talk to you. It's always fun, and it's going to be a lot of fun this time. Elections are going to be a lot of fun, so let's see what happens. And as always, thank you for coming.
Thank you guys. See you again. Bye.
And guys, I'm going to leave you today before we wrap up with a beautiful video that was shot by someone. I got it on WhatsApp. This was Rahul Gandhi traveling in Ghatkopar or something. I'm going to leave you guys today with that
जिसने
beautiful.
जिसने ये प्लान किया ना, उसको वो राहुल गांधी का दुश्मन है. राहुल गांधी जी आपके आजू बाजू में आपके बहुत दुश्मन है. जिसने ये
Yeah,
किया, जिसने ये
this was.
कांड किया और जिसने ये वीडियो लिया और
Yeah.
वायरल किया.
Yeah, so I'm going to leave all of you with that clip. But before I wrap up, as always, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. You can also follow Smita on Twitter. I've left the Twitter handle in the description of the podcast. And if you can, also join the membership program of the Cārvāka podcast. If you can't do anything, just leave, and your audio listener, just leave a rating. I'm going to leave you guys with this mind blowing video. And that's going to be the last moment of this podcast. So enjoy this 40-second clip of Rahul Gandhi in Mumbai. I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye bye.
अपने राहुल गांधी पप्पू भाई घाटकों पर एलबीएस रोड से जा रहे हैं। किधर है राहुल गांधी? पप्पू भाई, पप्पू भाई, पप्पू भाई, पप्पू भाई, पप्पू भाई, पप्पू भाई आएगा तो मोदी ही, पप्पू भाई आएगा तो मोदी ही, आएगा तो मोदी ही, आएगा तो मोदी ही।